Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Hey, how would you like to know how you can get cheap rent at a beach in Mexico and take a vacation, maybe get rent for like $150 a month? How do people find those deals? Lori doesn't know, and that's why we're going to interview some people that do know that.
Sorry.
We're talking with local people who know the angles here, and that's what it takes, is be able to talk with the local people and where they know where the rentals are at. Now, you're not going to find this type of stuff online. You're not going to find a $50 rental online, but think about it, because they're not going to pay, they have to pay a service and stuff like that. You need to be in an area. You need to walk around the area yourself. You need to knock on the doors yourself. You need to be here. And in a beach community like this, especially in where it's popular, you may even have to come the year in advance to find out where the rentals are. Now, the other thing is, most generally you're going to be renting from a Mexican, somebody that owns a house, and they don't think about advertising, but if you knock on their door, you'll give them the idea, and then you'll work on an arrangement with them. So we're going to have an interview with some people here to give us the lowdown on how to get cheap rent. Now, this deal is not for everybody. It's definitely not for the majority of people. These homes are very cheap properties because they are very old, run down, and they don't have the amenities that most people are used to. So it's a rare case that somebody would really like to do this, but I thought I'd give you an idea of choices that possibly you could make if you wanted to here in Mexico. We would not be able to do it, but there are people that can and who would like to live down here very cheaply, and this is one way that we're going to show you. Even if you come in and you rent, right? Yes. If a person wanted to get a really good deal on rent, if they rented during the summer months,
it's a gift.
It's a gift, okay.
There is lots of people here that would let you stay here for the summer just for home sitting.
Okay.
Just to take care of their home while they're not here. The heat in the summer, it's humid, of course, and it's quite warm. It's very similar to Palm Springs.
So it'd be a tropical Palm Springs.
Exactly.
For the people that are interested, let's say, in renting down here, what advice, how could somebody, find some really good deals on rentals? How would they go about doing that?
So simple, and I've been involved in that. Come down, do Airbnb or whatever, get a temporary place, look around, find a rental that appeals to you. Then go to them and offer them a year-round thing. Even if you're going to stay here 6 months,
okay,
get a year-round price. You might even pay 6 months in advance. So you're going to get an awesome discount for that, because they want somebody in that house year-round.
Okay.
To maintain it and such.
Oh.
And so there's homes in town here that are for sale for $650,000 that you could rent year-round for $800 a month.
Okay.
If you took it year-round.
Okay.
If you're here for the tourist season, of course, they want $3,200 a month.
Okay. Well, okay, now let's take really low rents. I mean, maybe you've got to move into a home that doesn't have all of the, amenities that we would be used to. Maybe it doesn't have Wi-Fi and, very simple accommodations. What do you think?
There's many reasonable options here in town. Kitchen, a small living room, 2 bedrooms and a bath in the back, 1,500 pesos a month.
Okay, right? Which is in dollars, what is that?
In American dollars, it's $80.
$80
a month.
Okay, so there's a possibility of renting, especially during the summer months, something for maybe $80 a month?
$80 a month for certain. If you rented year-round here and you just took a facility like I mentioned, that's, not a fancy tourist thing, right?
Right.
The way the people live here, you could get something pretty nice for $100 a month year-round. $1,200 and you're in for a year.
Okay. So typically in those homes, like I say, it's not going to have internet, and it's not going to have
a pool,
a swimming pool, or cable television, stuff like that.
You have a stove, fridge, shower, hot water.
Okay.
A decent bed to sleep in and such, and
How about coming down in, let's say, during the Easter
Yes.
week when all the Mexicans that own homes year round, but they only use it for that 1 week.
It's a beach community, and like beach communities where we all come from, you know, people are there for 2 weeks on summer holidays with their children, a week at Christmas and a week at Easter.
Okay.
It's no different here. You could find the right place here. Families will actually let you live in there, just pay the power bill.
Oh.
And keep the place clean and safe and maintained, and you can live there for that off season.
Okay.
You got to be out, of course, when they want it for their holidays.
Okay, so possibly when you come down and you come down that busy time of the year,
Yeah.
because they're not going to be here.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be using a rental agency to rent it out.
Exactly.
So you knock on their door,
Yeah.
and you maybe if you don't speak Spanish, then you bring somebody.
Yeah, have somebody help you, yeah.
that comes in, and then you offer them a yearly agreement,
Yeah.
and then you know that you have to leave during this 1 week
Yeah.
a year, and you go rent another place in Airbnb. And so you're saying a person could get something $50 a month for these type of bargains and stuff like that. A person can't go on the internet and try to look for, Airbnb in Lo Del Marcos. They're going to find things that are at $30, $40, $50, $100 a day.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the audience knows not to go thinking in that direction. You have to come into the area,
Experience, meet the people.
meet the people. You need to do your research on what it is, and then make an agreement with them, and get something down in writing, and
that's it.
And go for that.
Many of our absentee owners, which is about 80% of the town, many of our absentee owners come from Guadalajara or Mexico City. And like if I was going to do it again right now, I would put a small ad in Spanish in the Guadalajara newspaper.
Oh, okay.
Looking to house sit
Great
in Lo
idea.
Del Marcos. You will get 100 replies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because they need this. It's a service that's needed.
Well, they could do that anywhere there in Mexico.
Anywhere in
Yeah,
Mexico.
okay.
Absolutely anywhere in Mexico. But if you don't have a need to live at the beach,
Right.
you can get that for $50 a month, 50 kilometers inland.
Okay.
Same
okay.
property.
Yeah.
Any coastal area is a majority of the year is tourism.
Right.
Mexico, you pick a little village at random inland, go in there, rent a house for $60 a month, get to know your neighbors.
Wow.
You'll probably never leave.
Right.
So have an open mind, embrace the locals, try and learn as much of the language and the customs as you can.
Right.
And right on.
Wow, look at the sunset. You can see that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look at the change of the light.
Okay, you're at the beach here, and you want to look for a $50 a month rental. Is it possible? How about $100 a month rental? Be able to see a sunset like that every night? Live on $175 a week. Retire on $300 a week for a single woman here in Mexico. Check those videos out.
Hello,
Hello!
this is Jerry. Unbelievable.
Would you have them subscribe?
Sure.
Subscribe.
Sure.
And thumbs
Everybody
up?
has to subscribe.
And thumbs up.